So, I had a discussion earlier about sleep and the importance of getting a good night's sleep and a good night's rest. And most health websites, they recommend that you get 8 hours sleep, which is interesting because I know some people, myself included, who can function relatively well on less sleep than that, and a few of my students who seem to function very well on quite a bit more sleep than that. But one common problem that a lot of people have at some point in time in their lives is that they can't sleep. They can't get the rest that they need. The body needs time to recover. The mind needs time to organize its thoughts. And this can cause problems. It can play havoc, basically, on the things that we want to do in life. And it means that we're not focused, and it's difficult to take the steps forward that we need. So why don't we sleep? We don't sleep because basically the body naturally wants to sleep. Sleep is part of the natural process. So we have to understand that eventually we are going to sleep. We will sleep. We need to sleep. And so if we can't sleep, then there's something wrong. There's something blocking the natural process of our life. Now, this is usually because we are either not active enough during the day and our body still wants to be active, or our mind still wants to be active. And so the greatest problems are that we don't get enough exercise, we don't get enough movement, we don't get the 10,000 steps we need during the day, and also we don't clear our mind out of the ideas that are there, and we're running the same thoughts through our mind again and again and again, searching for solutions to problems that we have within our life. So how do we get around these problems? Take exercise. Break the pattern. You got to shift in the correct way from your living conscious life during the day to sleep. So before you go to bed, try to do some stretching, try to do some exercise, take more exercise during the day, get out, breathe fresh air, break the pattern, do something different. That's if you're not getting enough physical exercise. If these ideas are going around your mind, then you need to get them out of your head. And one thing that a lot of successful people do, if you look at their daily plans, is that they write down notes in the evening, notes of things that have happened during the day, notes of how they feel at that moment in time, and notes of what they are going to do tomorrow. And getting these ideas out of the head, writing them down, appears to clear a little bit of space and cause a little bit of relaxation there. So it's important to transition the body and the mind into that sleep phase. One of the things I recommended to a student earlier was that they get an exercise bike, get a cheap one, put it next to the bed, and do a little bit of exercise before you go to sleep. Break the habits, break the patterns. Or do what I did, which is get a music stand, put a music stand in front of the exercise bike, get your tablet, put your tablet on the music stand, and then you can watch a video, you can surf the internet, you can listen to a podcast, you can pick up information, you can scan the news, you can see a documentary. Possibilities are endless. Why not feed the mind and the body with what it needs at the same time? And so find a way to transition into sleep and break the patterns that exist. Another thing which is also important is not just how you transition into sleep, but it's about how you transition out of sleep into your day in the morning. And the way that you start your day, the first 2 minutes of your day often define the whole entire day. So it's important to get the start right. Imagine you're a runner in a race. You don't get the start right, you're going to have a bad race. So you've got to get the start right if you want to get through the day. And if you don't get the start right, you have to work harder later to make up for the fact that the beginning of your day was wrong. And how do you get the start right? You need to focus on bringing positive things into the first few moments of your day. So, briefly said, if you've got an alarm clock, change that sound. Change the sound. Listen to classical music, or some birds singing, or something that's a bit more relaxing. And don't put the alarm clock next to your bed, because then you're just going to hit the snooze button and go back to sleep. So put it on the other side of the room, so you have to get up, walk across the room, and turn it off. Alternatively, you could throw pillows or cushions, and there you go. So, or choose a song. Choose a song that you like, an energetic, motivating song. Can be any piece of pop music, or music, dance music, whatever you like, whatever you're into. Pick a favorite tune and get that favorite tune making you up, and vary it. Don't always use the same tune. You can change it from week to week. I used Secrets of My Past. I used Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name for a while. You might see that as a slightly aggressive negative song, but it's definitely charged and full of energy, and that was the whole point. Just to try to give myself a kickstart in the morning. So choose something you like, choose something you love, and maybe that also needs to change as well from time to time. Another thing to think about is that you need to give yourself the right motivation in the morning. So one way to do this is to leave a message to yourself. Write a message in the evening. Write a message to yourself about how you want yourself to feel in the morning, how you want your day to be. Your day is going to be great. Your day is going to be fantastic. You're going to have the best day ever. Write a message to yourself. First thing you do in the morning, you get up and you read the message. And you read the message again and again. And you train your mind that that's the kind of day that you're going to have. You might want to choose a quote from a famous person. Put that next to your bed, or put it in your tablet, and turn it on when you wake up. And the first thing you see is that quote, and you think about that for your day. Or if you're religious, you might want to choose a verse of scripture, one of your favorite verses, and read that, repeat that to yourself in the morning, and use that to kickstart your day. You might want to choose a picture of say something you like. I don't know, top of a mountain, forest, a beach somewhere. So maybe it's minus 15 and freezing cold outside, like it was today. In fact, minus 18 it was this morning outside when I got in my car. And you get up and you look at that picture of that beach and Bora Bora, the Seychelles, and you think, yeah, I got that in my mind. That's the kind of world that I want to create for myself today. And these little transitional elements, the first 2 minutes of your day, can kickstart your whole day, give yourself a little bit of advantage over other people. You don't want to be fixed in your concepts and your thoughts and ideas. You want to flow and transition from one part of your day into the next part of the day. You want to transition into your sleep phase in the right way. You want to transition into your wake phase of the day in the right way. So don't be fixed Don't be trapped in doing the same thing again and again. Think about your flow and your movement, and take those little steps to give yourself an advantage in your day. Give yourself an advantage. Give yourself a head start over other people. And a little final note here is that my student today made the mistake of saying the word statue instead of status. And I hadn't realized, it's a great world of learning, I hadn't realized that they're basically the same word, status and statue. Statue is representative of one place at one point in time, one idea. And your status is also how you feel at one point, one place in time, and it's fixed. So, just as a final thought, look at those language links between words, and don't be fixed like the statue. Be in flow, be in movement, be like water, be able to flow and use the current to get around problems and to keep moving through your day and through your life. And hopefully this will be a little bit of positive information for you that you can apply and give yourself a little bit of